Should we do Premiere? I'm feeling like I've been getting wrecked, and maybe we should take it a little bit easier and do a quick draft. I haven't done a quick draft in a while, and it is a lot cheaper, so maybe we save ourselves some coin here and see if we can build some confidence. Our card selection has been kind of a struggle, and also piecing together the cards to make a deck has been kind of a bit like weak lately. This card's great. We got destroyed by this in Matoya. Do we first pick the Pixie? We'll go for Vein's Treachery. Either way, I'm going to get something to wheel from black. This Pixie is really inspiring. I think the Vein's Treachery is too good to pass, and it keeps us open, while this kind of forces us into blue, which is not bad. I don't like Cecil. Not this early. I think it's kind of close, but I'm either supposed to take the Pixie or the Vein's Treachery. I like the Vein's Treachery here. Passing two cards in blue that are very strong. Quistis Treep. When Quistis Treep enters, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. If that spell would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. Instant or sorcery card from a graveyard. That's pretty strong. Sid was very underwhelming. Samurai's Katana is pretty busted. I feel like this is the stronger card in the pack. We're giving up on blue, kind of. Passing Tutorial. Don't know that black-red is where we want to be. This is great on its own. Is Chocobo Kick a better look here, or Quistis Treep a better look here? Passing this many blue cards in a Premier draft would be a bad idea. Samurai's Katana is pretty strong. 3 mana 3/3 haste. Makes things bigger. I think we like this card better than Combat Tutorial. The thing that I struggle with using this card is it's not really something I want to play on turn 3. So I think we go for more of an aggro look here. If we can get into black-red, what are they called? Mages? Maybe that's a better look. And we're also passing blue. It is a quick draft, so nobody's really going to be picking stuff up. We could always just take the land, which might not be bad, just staying open. Kind of like that. Chocobo Kick is also very good. I feel like this is the obvious pick here. So we're going to take it. It is very good. I kind of want the land here. Bard's Bow is also very good. Barrett Wallace works good with an equipment. Black Mage's Rod. I did say I want to try and play Black-Red Mages. So maybe this is a sign. Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum is not bad. It's basically a removal spell. Do we want to pass the blue removal spell to take a Black Mage's Rod? I think we take this and stay open. Oh, wizards. Okay, so now we're really looking to pick up some wizards here. This card is also very good. I don't think we pass the Circle of Power here. Mix a token. Draw 2. It's pretty good. Unexpected Request. I underestimate the power of this card. Sabo Tender, Red Mage's Rapier. Gladiolus is also very strong. Resentful Revelation, Circle of Power, Gladiolus. Kind of like the van here, giving me tokens. Gladiolus is very powerful. I think we want to try and get into Black-Red Mages. Let's see. Opera Love Song. Follow the Mountain Chocobo is very good. Okay. Blitzball, Blazing Bomb, Mysidian Elder. Combat tutorials also very strong. This gives us a mage. I just think the combat tutorial is much more powerful a card. I don't mind taking Blazing Bomb because we already have two things to kind of charge it. We've passed a lot of blue cards so far. Combat tutorial so good. I'll take this. Combat tutorial is very good. Land, GF Ifrit, Scorpion Sentinel. I think we take the Ifrit here. This card's so powerful. Reach the Horizon. Scorpion Sentinel. This card might not be bad. I'm tempted to take this card. Ramp is kind of cool. Also, can we play 5 colors? How do we go about playing 5 colors? I think we kind of just like insta-grab lands here. We want to do 5 colors. I like that this is a 2-drop. These 2 cards we can still be splashing, so maybe we end up in blue-red. The Frit is not great. But it is a saga. I think we're pretty happy with Scorpion Sentinel here, but the more powerful card is the Reach the Horizon. I feel like we'll have more access to this later. I'm just going to stay open, take the Reach the Horizon. Shinra. We have a land. Limit Break Shinra. I think we take the land here. But the Sabotender is still kind of reasonable. It's not great, but it does have reach. And it does help us with an aggro strategy. Shimmer is probably the better card. We haven't really seen very much white. I think I take the land here. Hill Gigas, another town. I think we take the land or the Hill Gigas. Probably the land. Another land or a Freyer. I think I take the land. Laughing Mad or Item Shopkeep. I think we take the Laughing Mad. Item Shopkeep is not great. But maybe it'll make the cut at some point. Unexpected Request, if I can sacrifice the creature, becomes pretty good. Red Mage's Rapier. Mages. Wizards, that's what it's called. I think we take the red playable. Syncopate is very awkward when going second. Okay, into the sideboard we go. Trish's Wanderings. Kind of have an even split of cards here. This card is incredibly powerful. I should never really be passing this card. Unless I can pick a card that really helps my deck and my deck strategy kind of do its thing. This card is very powerful. I've never played it before. Deals X damage. X is the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. So if I wanted to go blue-red, this card is very good. This card kind of wins the game. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. Only triggers once each turn. Exile target non-land permanent. Transform Venat, only as a sorcery. Indestructible. Is it too late to go into white? What is our deck trying to do so far? Red Mage's Rapier could be good in blue-red. Samurai's Katana. I don't like this pick because it's just a vanilla 3 haste. And that's strong in an aggressive strategy. Green-red is one of the worst color combinations. But I think we have stronger cards in green and red than we do in black and blue at this point. So do I just take the Saz Chocobo over the Emperor and hope for the best? That might be the play here. I think we try to go into green. Man, passing this card is ridiculous. Like, it's almost better better to kind of go into white and have this card. At least we have some kind of like rallying cry. But I think I'm gonna like probably get the Town Greeter, the Balam T-Rexor. But if I want to go big, passing Saz Chocobo. Man, we have, the thing is we have like 3 towns so far. I don't like passing this card, but I also am doing a quick draft, and so it's not like it's not really so much that I have to be worried about other people taking these cards. Guy saw greens, Vein's Treachery. Guess we splash black for removal. Maybe so. Another Saz Chocobo. Dragoon's Wyvern. I guess we take the Saz Chocobo. Let's get rid of the red here. Call the Mountain Chocobo is kind of cool. So now we have a Gigantode, another Vein's Treachery. Having 3 of these is not bad. This kind of kills pretty much anything. What do we like wheel from this pack though if we do that? Nothing we really want, right? Maybe we take the Gigantode? Samurai's Katana. I think we get rid of the red. Or the blue, not the red. We keep these in. And the Nature's Claim might be good enough. Kind of want to get a Gigantode here. Vein's Treachery is not a good card to pass. Another Circle of Power. And the Pixie. It's also confusing. Limit Break is not bad. If we're blue-green, splashing a bunch of stuff kind of makes more sense. We can get rid of some of the like trashier cards. I like picking this here. I don't know if it's going to work out, but I like blue-green splashing a bunch of other stuff as opposed to doing it the other way around. Ah, rewarded. So card collection is really strong. We didn't take it the last time we drafted. Kind of got punished for it. Guy Saw Greens is also very good. I think we take this card. I've never played it before. Evil Reawakened. Evil Reawakened is very good. over retrieve the Esper. Okay. So it does look like we can be playing black Sultai, I think it's called. Cornered by black mages. Probably want this. Ice Flan helps us get mana, which might be useful. Fight On is really good though too for returning stuff if we can start to mill ourselves. I don't think Ice Flan is actually where we want to be. Lionheart is also very good. The thing is that I can cycle Ice Flan and bring it back with Evil Reawakened, which is pretty strong. And it helps us with fixing. I think that Fight On is probably better. We're really light on creatures at this point. Lionheart is also very good. It's a removal spell. I think we have to take the Ice Flan because we're light on creatures. The same is probably going to apply here, taking the Namazu Trader to help us with our fixing. And Marlboro's perfect. Goes into the graveyard. Precious Wanderings also probably making the cut ×2. Commune with Beavers, probably not bad. The one maybe no. Land. Ultros. Cloud of Darkness, better than Ultros. Also really good if we can return it. But Ultros is a 2-drop. We did say we wanted to be blue-green, splash black. Maybe we don't play the cornered by black mages. This card is really strong though. Summon Fat Chocobo. I have a hard time passing this. Oh, this is good too, Final Days. Looks like the deck is coming together a little bit more. Sad to pass Dragoon's Wyvern. Really light on creatures. Blonty Rexor. We definitely want one. So now we have an Ice Flan, a Marlboro, and a Blonty Rexor to help with fixing. Could splash white for this. Probably won't be playing white. Towns probably don't make a difference too much here. Rainstorm? Another Summoners. This is such a great removal spell, and I underestimate it every time. I really should pick this at a higher priority. Thunder Magic is also very good. Could take the next removal there. Ooh. This is really good. I think we want the Treno instead. Cut this land and grab the Treno. Yeah, that's probably a better look. Ooh, retrieve the Esper. App. The Precious Wanderings. Vincent's Limit Break works wonders with Fat Chocobo, but we really don't have enough creatures to be playing spells like that. I think we have to go for the Rook Turret. Syncopate might make the cut. Yeah, after this, nothing is really fantastic here, although Elixir may make its way into the deck. Another town. Just get rid of the town. I'll take another one of these. Towns. Brainstorm came back. Brainstorm's very good. Getting out of the tank and just being able to flex through the colors is really difficult. I don't know that we want to be playing cornered by black mages or Circle of Power. I feel like this is not really what our deck is trying to do. 10 creatures. So we have like 12 creatures, essentially. Deck is not great. Once again, we've lost the plot somehow. Commune with beavers, probably don't want that. Too top heavy here. So we got about 15 creatures. Could be better, could be worse. How do we want to build for our mana? I really don't like Namazu Trader slot. Wish I could put something else there. Maybe because we have Brainstorm, we don't need Commune with Beavers. And maybe 2 Precious Wanderings might not be great with such a few creatures. Because we have 3 ways to search for land here, maybe we don't need 17. That could be regrettable. A lot of the stuff that we have is kind of top heavy. We have a very poor low curve. Combat Tutorial is not likely to have a target, which is very annoying. This card's great. I feel like we're going to spend our early game setting up. If I were to cut a land, I'd want to cut a swamp. Okay. So we have 10 creatures, but also retrieve the Esper. Side quest becomes a artifact, and Final Days makes a couple tokens. Maybe we do want the second Precious Wanderings. I'm just gonna run it the way it is. Oof. Yeah, we've been. I don't know if we've actually gotten worse at drafting since we started. But I just remember my curve being more like a slice of pizza with tons of 2 drops and 3 drops, and very, very few like 4, 5, 6 drops. But things have kind of just gotten out of hand lately. I guess we're gonna need this to be blue. This looks fine, it's just very slow. I don't mind having the Evil Reawaken to get the Marlborough back on turn 5 though. We would turn 4, retrieve the Esper, turn 5, retrieve the Marlborough. They go first though, we can end up getting beaten down here. Let's see how it goes. Definitely have been struggling with my drafts lately. As soon as I got into plat, that's going to be difficult to deal with. Let's go for blue. Chocobo Beatdown. We're going to lose this race. Ooh, we have a Chocobo of our own. Doesn't really do what we want it to. That's a shame. Top decking, Saw's Chocobo, not the best top deck. We can't even block the Sabo Tender. Yuck, what a beatdown. I think we're gonna have to bring the Ice Flaum back to stall the Saw's Chocobo. We're spreading it around. No blocks. What a great deck, great synergy here. Looks like we're in a lot of trouble. We have to make a choice here. Are we going to want them to discard, or are we going to want to tap something down? Saw's Chocobo should be getting to be... It doesn't really matter. I think we're gonna need this. No attacks. We're at 11, it's only turn 4. Ooh. That's such a brutal beatdown. I don't think we can stabilize. The retrieve the Esper gets the chump block the Sabotender. And next turn well, it trades for the Sabotender unless they have more. I guess we wait a turn to chump the Saj Chocobo. No blocks. Oh, we died to that. I didn't account for the Sabotender's damage. Well, we deserved to lose there. Our start was way too slow and we didn't mole. Let's take a look at the deck and see what we can do different. At the forecasting cost is really where we're struggling. Precious Wanderings gets us there a little bit faster, so maybe we cut a... Damn, I don't know what to cut. Our strategy relies on ramping somewhat, but we have no, like, Abu Gardner. We have nothing that makes tokens. We need to be mindful of what's in these low, like, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. I don't think we want Namazu Trader. But I can't think that we can't even choose something other than. I wonder. I don't think there's much we could do differently. We just need to not keep a hand that goes turn 4 spell. Like, that just doesn't work. We need to make sure that we at least have some early interaction so that we can kind of stall the game and get to kind of the late game stuff that we have here. I don't hate the draw so much. I just needed the mole. Not having something to play on turn 1, 2, and 3. Especially in a quick draft format, probably means we're just going to get beaten down. I think we'll roll this again. Got beat by easily the worst 2-color combinations in the set. But when, you know, when it works, it's because it plays its hand by turn 4. And an opponent does nothing, right? So it's up to me to have interaction. Hopefully we have a better start here. Don't hate it. I don't love it. We have a way to kind of cycle through what's on the top of our deck if we can't draw the swamp. I don't like this hand, but I really don't hate it though. We don't have black, which is kind of a problem. And we have like all of our top end here. I think we want to mulligan this. But we do have Veins Treacher, we just have no way to guarantee to use it. I think we mull. Oh my goodness, it's getting worse, but we do have blue. So we keep this, and I think we put this back. Okay. What are the chances we get beat down again? I think it's pretty high, actually. We get an island. Okay. Pixie. We can get a forest, we can reach the horizon. I don't think I was supposed to take this card when I did. Combat tutorial on the token. No blocks. They give me a really nice target for that. Let's swing. I want that, but I don't want that. Okay. Next to damage. I think we brainstorm here. this and this back on top. We want green. And then we Vane's Treachery the token, which seems to be the strategy of my opponent. Either way, they did get a 1-1 counter on it from Combat Tutorial, so I don't mind trading there. Ooh, hasty. Question is, do we take more damage here? I like drawing here to see what we can do, but also just swinging. I think we side quest. Even get a land. I think we should be holding back to block here. So I think we will. We'll go side quest and see if they counter. No counter. Okay, we get rid of the Rook Turret Namazu Trader. I don't know that we want the Reach the Horizon now. I think we just need creatures. Yeah, that might be where we're at. Okay. I think we actually just hold back to block the Promptu. Oh, they killed it. So now we're taking 3, we're going to 11. But we can Cloud of Darkness the Esper. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Might be able to stabilize. They have a lot of cards in their hand. Right. They have treasures as well. Very cool. And blocking. What do they have here? Coral Sword? Man, they're so aggressive. If I block this and they have Coral Sword, we take kind of a loss there. Let's just block this and see what they want to do. Okay. I think we Namazu Trader. No, I think we just Fat Chocobo here. 8 or more cards in my graveyard. I guess we can stall this, kill this, and then recover. They get a Retrieve the Esper, pretty big next turn. I think we just go summon Fat Chocobo here and look to shut down the Esper. Probably. Seven cards in my graveyard. Uh-oh. What have they chosen to get back? My Vane's Treachery? Okay. It's pretty good. I block the Promptu. Oh, we're getting beaten down. We get to play Namazu Trader. This challenge enters at the beginning of your end step. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we can kill this now and then forever lock down the token. That way we have 8 cards for this to transform. That's at the end step. Do we really care? Kind of want to get this to transform so that I can have more options to block, but it's probably not going to matter too much. What are the chances that it matters? They have 4 cards in their hand. If they kill the Namazu Trader, I take 4 here, or 2. But if I kill... yeah, I think we just killed the Treep here. This way we have access to this if we need it. Magicked card. Okay. Solve. We need to stop drawing land. Next to combat. Do we swing here? They're on a 5-turn clock. I feel like we just need to play defensive, but they have 5 cards in their hand. You're getting destroyed. Resolves. 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 I can't believe I'm going to put this on a small chocobo creature. We should be putting it here. They're going to get damaged through, and we're going to be in trouble. I feel like I'm too far behind. I just want to stop them from attacking me. They're going to pass turn now. We keep drawing land. So we're basically in the same position because they're just going to flash back to retrieve the Esper next turn. Okay. Bite of Judgment. Their deck is much better than mine. Very consistent. So we take 3, maybe 2 here. Finally drew our land. Man, they shut down everything that we played. Nice. Choco Comet for the win. Let's take a look at what they played and just see if we can learn something here. Thunder Magic super early, retrieve the Esper, such a problem. This wasn't so much of a problem, but it's still good. Prompto. This actually was devastating. So I think the way I have to look at this card is it's a minimum of 4 mana. It's like a 4 to 5 mana spell, but more likely like maybe 6. So like turn 6, being able to play this and have access to everybody's graveyard is really powerful. But the later the game goes, there's more potential for this to be threatening. I'm confounded by it being a 3 mana 2/2 that doesn't really get played on turn 3, but there's also ways to return creatures. So I gotta take this at a higher priority. Light of Judgment, nothing special here. They just kind of drew really well, and they had really consistent like turns, but also like they get so much value out of Call of the Mountain Chocobo flashing back, and retrieve the Esper being a threat. So just like the longer that the game went, them having retrieved the Esper plus Call of the Mountain Chocobo was just so devastating. Our deck lacks focus and vision, and I think that's something that we have to determine a lot earlier when we draft. We're kind of just taking cards based on power, but we're not really thinking about archetypes when we draft. That's not working out for us. Is there anything that I can do to this deck to grant it some redemption? I don't think that there is. We probably should be playing the Cornered by Black Mages and the Circle of Power. Just being able to draw stuff early. Our deck is so strange. It like doesn't do stuff early. So like Brainstorm doesn't really do anything. Neither does Syncopate early. So we have 2 Saw's Chocobo, a Pixie, a Vein's Treachery. I needed to stay out of one of these colors, and it was, I think, the turn where this was available that I should never have taken this card and just focused on the blue-black that was developing. So blue-black was going pretty fine. I weakened my deck by getting involved into green. It can still work. It's not looking great. Everybody else's deck is very strong as well. I think we just keep it the way it is, suffer through it, and look to get into the next one with a different mindset. We are going to get absolutely mollywopped here because we're going to go quick draft into premier draft, and I just haven't built any confidence. Also, for the past like 3 drafts or so, I haven't seen any like insane rares. I guess we saw the Venat, but yeah, maybe that pack was when we should have gone heavy into white, and maybe things could have worked out a little bit differently. I've been lacking cards that are like really defining, like, oh man, this changes the entire complexion of the game kind of cards. I wonder what changed. It's hard to believe that I've gotten worse at drafting, but we have very much struggled to focus, I think. Focus on archetype. I keep this because we have Balamti Rexor, Evil Reawakened. If we can get to turn 4 without dying, we're essentially dead by turn 4. We have to be aware of this. Turn 1 Blazing Bomb. Do it. Do it! I know you want to. I know you want to. I guess we end the turn because we can also search for the Balamti Rexor. Making an 8/8 is also very nice. Let's just syncopate that because we can. But that works too. Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum is good. We don't really have to play it end step. Okay. Happy to see them have that card in their deck. Avenged Treachery. Draw a card, then discard a card. Do we want to stop them? Do we want to stop them? Or are we concerned about this card? I'm so desperate to play my cards out, I think I'm just gonna stop this. Like, I've had 2 games back-to-back where I just kind of got overrun by another player just doing the things that they want to do. I'm so eager to do the things I want to do. I'm literally going turn 5, 8/8. Yes, please. What are the chances that they don't have an answer for this? I expect them to have an answer for this. We don't have 2 black, so we can't final days. We need to get another black source. I'm sure they have a way to deal with this. They just need to bounce it to my hand. Uh-oh. They have 5 mana up. Is this the biggest of big brain plays ever? Or is this the dumbest thing I've ever done? Okay, so they block, they hit it for 6. It's dead, right? Because it's taking 9. I'm gonna Avenged Treachery, the Rook turret. So they take 7. And they can't kill it. They're 1 point of damage short. Was that like Giga Brain for a moment there, or was that a bad play? I think it could have been a bad play, actually. Like I said, I'm just so desperate to stop getting overrun in these drafts here. Yep. It's not really the play, I think. Draw 3, discard 2? Better than casting a Summon Fat Chocobo? Don't know. Okay, we swing for 8. We go Summon Fat Chocobo. I have 7 mana. Gladiolus. That works. If I can draw a removal spell, they have nothing. Oh, that works too. Yep. GG. I got a win! Why so difficult? How did I end up in plat anyway? I haven't been drafting like it lately. The struggle continues. It's okay, I guess we take those. We have to be a little bit more concerned with our curve. And it's not just cards to cast early, but like even world map. Like maybe I could have taken world map. I want something to use my mana early so that I can get to the eventual stuff that I'm trying to do. I feel like this is worth having in the deck. Maybe over syncopate. We're really struggling to have that extra black source though. We have 6 sources of it though. Wanted it. We should remember to consider using the Crossroads Village for black because of having more double black spells. I think that was actually a really big brain play. I don't know what they were trying to do, but why would you block my 8/8 with a 3/3 unless you have a, you know, some way to deal with it? It looked like they had that 6 damage, 5 mana, excuse me. It's an instant for 1 red, 4 colorless that deals 6 damage and destroys an equipment. So I think that play was like very important. We probably would have lost the game if they would have shut down the Balamti Rexor. I want to play these cards. I don't think that this has as many ways of using it as I would like, so this doesn't end up being a creature. It almost may be better for us to just go for wizards and have both of these in here. So maybe I take out a Summoner Sanctum for Cornered by Black Mages and Circle of Power. Just gonna let it rock. Deck's not great. Lately, the decks have not been great. It's a blessing to have had, like, captured the footage that I did of some of the better drafts that I had. Like, some of my decks were actually very good. On my climb into plat. Now it's like we can't catch a break. But we should definitely give a break to ourselves. Okay. No green source here, so this is kind of a dead card. We do have Syncopate, Vane's Treachery early. They just happen to go first, which might not be such a good look for us, but we'll do the best we can with what we've got, because we've got, you know, some early interaction here, and hopes of the future. Also, Iceflawn does help build our Cloud of Darkness, but we do really need a forest. I'm hoping they play something here, and I can syncopate it. Okay. They have 2 mana for it. This sucks, because we end up Vane's Treachery for this, and then it's kind of a waste because they still get a 1/1 token here. But I'm happy to do it. Just want to stall the beatdown as long as I can. Man, we really, 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 really want to draw a forest. Or swamp, I mean, swamp would work. Side quest. I'm gonna syncopate that. Because they can crew it if they do get there. It draws them a ton of cards. I need the cards, not you, buddy. Beat down! How heroic. They didn't swing. I don't know why, but they didn't swing. Since they can syncopate my side quest, we don't want to let that happen. I want to draw a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, that works. Still, like, really not so crazy. It's not what we want, like. I guess by the time we can get that extra land, it just needs to be a forest. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these, I guess. Maybe casting this, though, is probably a good look. Damn, this is like a hard turn. I think we're gonna have to Evil Reawaken this, so that's probably the play. Yeah. So we miss a land drop, but we have Evil Reawaken to bring this back, and we can kill the token. We should probably bring back the Ice Wand, though, and just go to town with a 7/6. Can I actually do that? I can. Radia's return for the Dragoon's Wyvern. Oh, you really didn't want to do that? Okay, I guess we just go for it? Or do we hold back and play the Pixie with the Vein's Treachery up? Looks like they're really struggling here. I feel like if we just wait a little bit longer, then we can return this as a 5/5 and kill a creature. Like, we're just not in a threatened position here. Plus the Pixie's gonna get us some draw. If they don't have an answer for it, though, they're on a 3-turn clock. We gotta go for it. I think we just gotta go for it. Do we take out the token? Then a 4-turn clock that way. Yeah, I think we actually play it slow. We want to get rid of our cards as well. So yeah, I'm curious to see what they have going on here, because I really don't mind sacking this to kill something if it's big. Green-blue can ramp and play 5 colors, so that could be something scary to consider. Okay, another token is made. This seems like the wrong play. But I think we just take one. I think we hold on to this and we just Evil Reawaken to kill the Wyvern. They have 2 cards in their hand. Okay, no blocks. What are they holding on to? Makes me very concerned. Or if they want to trade for the Pixie, that's kind of cool too. I'd like to draw a Swamp here and just slightly improve my board position, so I can have Vein's Treachery up. Ooh, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. They would have targeted, when I bring it back, they would have targeted either my Cloud of Darkness or my Ice Flawn. I think we just put them... Yeah, we gotta kill a creature and go in the air here. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it to it! Another forest. That does kind of help, but not really. Let's put that in our graveyard now. So now they're taking 7 in the air. We played that okay. When we get to actually play our cards, we get to... Ooh! This is something special. I have a hard time with all of the text here. Let's see. 820. If damage isn't removed from this creature during cleanup steps, all damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control is dealt to this creature instead. When this creature dies, exile it and create 10 tapped treasure tokens. It's pretty good. Do I have anything to do that can deal with that? Guess we just make a token, swing. So we're going to kill this. They're going to get a bunch of treasure tokens. It's at 20. That's very interesting. I like what's happening here. So Saw's Chocobo, retrieve the Esper, probably a good look. What a card. I don't see why not this card. I guess we have more creatures. I kind of like that I get to chump and I get to chump with this Oz Chocobo and replace it. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, like, I just block this, right? Or do I take 8? Maybe I just take 8 here? Sauce Chocobo is going to get a little bit big. But I would make them both a little bit bigger. They're stalling so well. I think we're going to need to be worried about chumping this more than we want to, like, deal with the adamant. So I think we just take 8 here. And we're at 10. They're at 18. What a scary situation. Okay, so now we want to make sure this thing dies and they get their tokens. But can we do it? Can we do it? Seven? Man, we still don't deal enough damage to this thing. We're kind of in trouble, I think. I would say so. I think we're gonna have to trade for this. I think we just retrieve the Esper. Precious Wandering makes our Chocobo that much bigger. I think we have to be very careful about attacking here. We do make this thing easier to kill, so I do think we swing for 7. Okay. Brainstorm's good. Definitely don't mind having that there. It's not going to matter, though. We'll just leave that there. Are we dead here? I hope not. Okay, it resolves. Okay. If they have the trample, we're just dead here. We draw Brainstorm. This has flying, so this can kind of tank for this. Yuck. I guess we Brainstorm now? The 2 cards back, well, it's gotta be the Marlborough. I guess playing a land Marlborough isn't terrible. It's gotta be Marble and probably Final Days. Pretty sure we don't want to put these back. Okay. In this order. Precious Wanderings are gonna have me search right now, though. So whatever I put back, I'm not really gonna have access to. I guess we get rid of the swamp here? Do we have enough mana to do both things? Don't. So we do have to get rid of these two. Okay. Maybe put this on top. What is happening here? They have stuck? I already messed this up by not playing a land. Timeouts. So this can be activated. They have 3 mana, so they can't activate this with a non-creature spell. Imagine if they can give their Cactuar flying. That'd be ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to swing with this, and maybe we activate this. It's kind of dangerous. This should die this turn, though. I guess if we swing with this, it's going to kill it anyway. Yeah, so we swing like this. Yep, I like that card. Okay. I got all these tokens. So now we play a land. And then we just cast Retrieve the Esper here, I think. Jumbo Quacktar. They have 18 mana. This is the best Choco Comet I've ever seen. Why do they have all these rares though? What is this? Ancient Adamantoise. 8 mana, 8/20. It gives them like a second health pool. That's disgusting. This is way better than I expected it when I first read that card. Jumbo Cactuar. That thing looks so irritating. 7 mana, 1/7. It looks like it's rushing to get coffee, but it's late for work. Jumbo Cactuar. Salaryman. I kind of enjoy how much they're in the tank. Like, I've just been getting dunked my last 3 drafts, just like, just getting wrecked. What? How did they give up? What? They're 18, and they had the Jumbo Cactuar. Okay, well, I mean, 2 wins? We take those? been kind of playing with my heartstrings here. I thought I was going to get Oath Read. Our deck really is not particularly good. Maybe we want the Search for Frozen Esper just so we can have some more early interaction. Are there any cards that I haven't been too satisfied with that we can get rid of here? Really just not a fan of this in my deck. It just hasn't worked out in my favor. We have nothing early to kind of like stall us into, but we also haven't gone... Yeah, we just don't have enough creatures. And so maybe it's better for us to have a little bit more interaction. We could just sell out creatures for more ramp. Might be a good thing. Brainstorm, I'm not particularly impressed by, so maybe we get rid of the Brainstorm and just have an answer. Maybe that's good. Okay. More early interaction that actually answers. Some artifacts and enchantments are like 8/8 creatures in this set, so it's not so bad to have our opponent gain 4 life. Suffering through these games. Well, we have our Sultai Dream here. No creatures, kind of typical. I guess we keep it. This is a very slow hand. Vicious Wanderings does get us our second black source, green source. So yeah, we'll end up with 2 blue, 2 green, 2 black by turn 4. They go first, though. This is definitely one of those draws where you can just get beat down. I almost hate that I have the option to Combat Tutorial or Precious Wanderings turn 3. I don't really know which one would be better. Wado Salam. Yep, we keep in our slow hand. Cause for concern? Most definitely cause for concern. Yep. Boros. Uh-oh. We're gonna be very low in health very soon. Three cards in their hand. Beautiful sleeves. It hurts. Bane's Treachery for shenanigans. We like to see that. Looks like there's a mosquito in here. What sucks is I want to kill the Blazing Bomb, but I think I just need to kill the Dwarven Castle Guard to slow down the beats. But it could get out of control and kill something that I have. Okay. Hate to kill something just makes a token, but also don't want to die. The final days! So we're gonna take 5 this turn, but we got 2 tokens in play. Okay, we're gonna take 7 this turn. At least we know where our stuck is going. I had a feeling this would happen. Yeah, I gotta slow the beat down somehow. Ugh. They have no cards in their hand. I wish we could do both. We can't. Precious Wanderings might be just the ticket, though, because then we take 3. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see what happens here. If they swing with everything, we're blocking the Blazing Bomb. I don't like this trade because we can make our creatures bigger next turn, but I don't like going to 5 either. But if I lose this creature, I can't... I just have to take 2. I'm at 5. Damn it! My deck's so slow. They drew a land. That's great. Okay. Did they just have no attacks here? Kind of like it. Yeah, I guess we get another blue source. Are we stabilizing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we stabilizing? Do I have any permanents in here? I have 1 permanent. That works. It gets rid of the Blazing Bomb. So I guess we play... Can we afford to play a tap land here? We can. Okay. Trying to stabilize. They're at 20, I'm at 5. I have 9 points of damage in play. Queen Brawn is very good. Is now the turn to kill the Queen Brawn? And can we start swinging? I think we can. I almost want to sacrifice... Oh, no, we don't. I don't know that we need to use this yet. And I don't know that they don't have pump spells. And if they let this go out of hand, maybe this becomes a good target for this. I just feel like we have an overwhelming amount of mana here. We have 7, 8 mana. I feel like we can hold on to it and just be a little bit safer. You know, knowing that we have that option. It doesn't really matter. I guess we get another black source? Oh, a green source, fine. Okay, so I think we start swinging here. We're not going to let the Brawn attack because we don't want them to create wizards and just win with wizards. Is now the turn that we start to swing. I kind of want to, like, force them into a bad block here. Okay, that's fine. That works. So if they pump this, we can at least block it here. But if they pump this by killing the Chocobo... Ooh. Ron is getting out of control. This card's getting out of control as well. Okay. It resolves. Skeleton, Avatar, Horror. So I can't do that. They can return whatever they want here. Yep, that resolves. We don't want the Queen Brawn to attack, so we are going to kill the Queen Brawn. So they can bring the Queen Brawn back. Definitely going to block this here. We take 3, we're at 2. They're at 11. Bringing the Queen Brawn back is the look. Can we win? Stuck. So we can stuck this, we can block this, and swing for 6 here. We have 1, 2 for final days. This costs 6. Let's cast this first. So we need Brawn not to attack here. We need to hold back 2 blockers, so I just think that we swing for 3 on the ground. They could get like Dragoon's Lance here. Do we hold everything back? I feel like this is a very important turn for us to attack. We don't bring them to 2. Alright, if they kill a creature... Man. I don't know if this is the right play, but I'm going to slow it down. What did they draw? It's not it. It's a good one, it's not it. Brawn attacks to get a token. I think we just care more about this. Plus, we block the Brawn and they just end up with 1 token. The token could kill us. Pretty much anything can kill us here. Should we stop this, or should we stop this Steiner? I feel like the Steiner is a bigger threat here. Kinda just want them to go in. We could end up losing this game because of this, but... because of this choice. Their turn. Oh, this doesn't help at all? Alpha Swing does what? They block 3, 6, 8. They take 5, so I think we just swing for 3 in the air. I think we swing for 6 here. I think we swing for lethal and force them to block. Okay. Uh-oh. I didn't think this through. Ooh. Well, they know our last card. Don't know what they have, but they're at 2 health. Uh-oh. Flying Trample Lifelink. It's a very good one, but they're dead here. Unless this has haste. No, it gets haste next to her. It gives things haste. Good game. I top deck the Marlboro. Nothing has reach. I think we pay our respects to our opponent by killing them with Marlboro here. What a top deck. What a top deck. Nothing had reached. Let me double check the battlefield. Like, oh, just getting lucky. It feels bad. No reach here. Yeah. Our deck is quite subpar. I'm not going to have fun watching these back. Like, the past maybe 4 drafts are going to be so torturing for me to edit. Oh well, let's keep going. At least we didn't go 0-3. It's could be so much worse. Why is drafting so pricey, though? Drafting is not free. We are starting to fill out the Final Fantasy set, though, so if we ever wanted to play Standard using some of those cards, that'd be fun. I don't hate this hand, but it's, again, the same kind of, like... At least we have Vanished Treachery. Precious Wandering with no target, Combat Tutorial, no target. I feel like that's just, like... That's just the deck that we built, and we can't really re-roll to get a better hand. I do regret not taking as many lower drops as we could have. Ultros is a good target for my Vanished Treachery. Do we let them untap? Blue-red. I feel like we let them untap and we lose the game because of it. Okay. Let's see if they have an answer. The reason why I'm letting them have, you know, the potential to answer this is I'd rather have them show their counterspell a little bit earlier than later. Oh man, they stalled on mana? No way. Okay, good. We have Balam T-Rexor coming down the pipe here. I think we just Precious Wandering. Combat Tutorial is nice. Maybe we need Combat Tutorial over Precious Wandering. How many more cards are ramping? Okay, let's draw. Now we're gonna draw some more. Plenty of land. A sea of land. Side quest. I guess we go for the side quest. Do they have an answer? They do not. Oh man, we get to we get to reawakening the Balam T-Rexor. Is that the play though? Alright. I need to discard down? Do we really have that many cards? What a bad play that was. I should have held on to the Balam T-Rexor. No? No, I don't. Okay, good. That's good. That is good. It is not this, though. What are the chances they have an answer to this, though? Next turn, I get to retrieve the Esper. 6 mana. They can just put the Balam T-Rexor back into my deck. Otherwise, I swing for 8. Four mana non-creature makes this a 5/3. We don't want to enchant an artifact or creature. I don't think we want to stuck this. Maybe we do? Oh, what a beating. They're trying to race. I respect it. We got 6 mana here. Guess we swing for 8. max the damage. I kind of like my chances just playing the Ice Flawn over the Retrieve the Esper. But I also win the game next turn if I cast the Ice Flawns to stall something. But I can stall something with Stuck anyway. It doesn't look like they have a lot of options here. I think we make the safe choice here. Let's see if they have an option to deal with this. Doesn't look like they do. What do they? What 4 cards do they have? They have 6 mana. They're playing blue-red. Oh, okay. That was definitely the safer choice. Against blue-red, having an 8/8 just kind of gets out of the way of Light of Judgment. It's kind of nice. Don't mind having a blocker here, but we should probably just cast the Retrieve the Esper because it's so expensive. Are we going to get in trouble from this? I hope not. Choco Comet hits for what? 5? 6? Like my chances. But I think we just slow them down. Namazu Trader. Retrieve the Esper is good. Is there a reason for me not to cast this? I'm gonna cast Retrieve the Esper here. How am I gonna die next turn? I don't know. I could definitely, you know, end up dying next turn, but I really highly doubt it, so we'll see. They're at 4, I'm at 12. There's Sahagins going ham. They have 3 cards. They just drew black, so now maybe they have an answer? Yeah, that seems reasonable. With a Prima Vista. Uh-oh. Very nice. Ooh, that's deadly. I'm at 9. But they have to hold back to block here. But now they're dead. So I'm happy with this result. Let's make sure it happens, though. Oh, good game. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if that was the right play. What's cool about this game is there's so many moments where you could just make misplay after misplay and still win. But really though, you want to try to avoid making them. There's just so much that goes into it. Like, if I didn't know that there was a 5 mana deal 6, destroy, you know, artifact or whatever, equipment, I wouldn't have made that play where I swung with an 8/8 Balam T-Rexor into a 3/3 and, you know, Vane's Treachery pre-combat, or, yeah, pre-damaged in order to get it through. When they had 5 mana open, they were playing blue-red. Like, it's just a wild degree of synergy. I really don't like this hand. I can play Pixie turn 2, which might get us there. We also have the Balam T-Rexor Evil Reawaken combo. They go first, though. Is this greedy? I think it's way greedy. If they kill my Pixie, I'm kind of dead here. Maybe not entirely. We really should mold this hand. They kept a hand of 7. If they don't shut down the Pixie, I could probably get there. Plus, we're also tossing Balam T-Rexor to get another land. We're going to be on the draw. I'm going to keep this. This is not a good decision. This is probably the game that we lose to finish off this draft. We're going to call blue for this and go with the Pixie and hope that we can surveil our way into black mana. Blue it is. Gongaga. Nice. Ooh, black mana. If I draw a swamp, I like my chances. We already have one, but we could use another one. No turn 3 plays, so it looks like Balam T-Rexor's going into the graveyard to force the Evil Reawaken combo. Yeah. Too many forecasting cost spells here. I hope they're not mana screwed. Garland is such a great 2-drop. Nice. Blitzball. So good. They got the Surveil off the Blitzball. They're ramping. I like it. Precious Wandering would be good here. As a top deck to trade 3. They have any color mana, so they can kill this. If they have Fatal Push or Lightning Bolt, ooh, there's a lot of options here. I think we want to punish our opponent with Marlborough, just to guarantee that we have some sort of interaction with them outside of us just gaining life here. But I'm not sure. Marlborough also gets us the next swamp. I feel like that's the play over tossing the Balam T-Rexor. Okay. Why did they hold this card back? I guess they don't want to trade? Our board's developing quite nicely. I don't mind trading, but I also do want to surveil here. It doesn't matter what we surveil, because we're going to be tossing it away to Marlborough anyway. I think we just hold back and force them to use a removal spell on the Pixie. We get the Final Days next turn, then start trading that for this. Esperamu. Judgment Bolt. This creature deals damage equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard to target creature and opponent controls. Wizards get +1/+0. 5 mana, green, black, red. Rydia. Okay. What are they doing? They could have landfalled. This can return this, but they don't have anything in their graveyard right now. Rydia is very powerful. Landfall whenever a land you control enters. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Summon. Return target Saga card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. It gains haste. So they can bring this back and kill something later. It's pretty good. I don't mind trading here. Doesn't seem like they like that idea of me having the Pixie around. But also, this card gets better being in the graveyard because now they can flip it, bring it back for 7 mana, and we'll have to deal with that eventually. I'm starting to like more the Balam T-Rexor over the Marlborough, just because it forces them to have like a hard removal spell to get rid of it, whereas the Balam T-Rexor can go a little wild. But we still need a swamp here. We're going to cycle for the swamp. Casting Final Days and then bringing back the Marlborough isn't a terrible play, but the Rook turret seems to cause them more problems. It also helps to block the Garland. We get to start like milling off of the Retrieve the Esper as well. So the Rook turret might be where we want to be instead of the Final Days. Kind of just want to get the Final Days in play though. Like as soon as possible, just start frivolously swinging. Got 3 cards, got 5 mana. They can loot. They need 7 mana to get this card back. I think the Rook turret gets us there over the Final Days. But I really want to cast this. There's an extra point of damage. Okay, I'm just gonna cast the Final Days. I feel like the Rook Turk was the right play. But the sooner I can cast this, I mean, they come into play tap, so it could be a liability trying to get this out later, where I can still cast the Rook Turret as a blocker. Oh, that's brutal. So now they can deal 1 damage off of bringing this back. But they need to play another non-creature spell in order to get enough value to kill this. I'm glad that they used an overkill on my token as well. It's another good reason to play the Final Days a little early. They might regret not using that on the Balam T-Rexor. I'm really feeling inclined to wait long enough to get the Balam T-Rexor in play, let it die naturally, and just bring it back with Evil Reawakened. Because this is going to be a real problem. This is like such a threat to deal with. The Garland's coming out next turn if they want to. It's kind of savage, actually. So maybe we have to bring the Marlborough back now? Milling them only helps the Rydia, though. How good would it be if I can draw the artifact removal spell for this? Okay, they did it. I don't disapprove. They got 2 cards in their hand. Ouch. Return this. Okay. See, I don't see myself having a better play here than just casting Marlborough, but I feel as though I should just hold back and get the Balam T-Rexor in as an 8/8 and start trading with this. Plus we have mana for Syncopate. I feel like it's such a crucial turn. If I draw a land, then we have a 5/5 and a 6/6 to race them. Yeah, I don't mind it. Don't know what I should do. I feel like I should cycle the Balam T-Rexor, play a land, and just play, like, Rook Tor to retrieve the Esper. So that's what I'm gonna do. No attacks. So now we have Syncopate mana up. I could regret this. They use an overkill. So yeah, I don't know. We can Syncopate for 2. It doesn't stop them from bringing this back, but I kind of expected them to be able to do it anyway. Kind of don't mind chumping. I thought I would be able to play a land here, so I miscalculated. I think we should have probably just done the simple play and brought the Marlborough and made that a threat. Maybe I got greedy there. And now I probably have to just chump. This is going away next turn. Alright, I chump. Ooh. Does this get us there? Eventually? Yo. Man. It doesn't kill this. I'm just gonna make the play that I originally said it was. If they have an answer, they have an answer. If not, I like the way that we're trading here. And hopefully I can eventually fill up my graveyard enough to get Cloud of Darkness to hit this. That's quite a stretch, though. They don't have a removal spell for this, though. I really do like my chances, especially I can play multiple blockers for this. Yep, resolves. Discarding a land. I wonder if they're going to hold back to block. I don't like their chances if they do, because then I can kill this and swing for 8. Put them in a really bad position. Okay, good. Yep. Now they can sacrifice the Blitzball. I think I just rely on Cloud of Darkness, Rook Turret to double block this, which is like a terrible look, but that might be all we have. They just drew 2 cards off of Blitzball. Problematic. Problematic. Another one. Yep. Rook Turret holding up 1 mana. We have to Cloud of Darkness trade here. Swing for 8. I think I just take 8 and then hold back to double block next turn with a little bit of mana up to counter. Man, they're getting so much value off of these cards. Yuck. Really digging through their deck. They have 6 mana. Rydia has done wonders for them. Where is their next saga? There it is. So they're going to get that back pretty soon. It's going to have haste. I'm going to have to block it and take 8 either way. Maybe I should have killed the Rydia? Maybe. I do swing for 11 here. Oh, Clash of Icons. Very nice. Okay. We in trouble. We can still win this. We in trouble. We can make 3 tokens, swing for 8, but then I'm dead next turn. They're swinging for 9 or 8 this turn. Oh, another overkill. Resolves. I need an answer for Chaos the Endless, and I don't have one right now. It's looking like a GG. Yep, take 9, we go to 6. I like their chances of winning. We have a blocker in the air, but we're dead in the ground. Yep, looks like we're just dead here. Our deck wasn't very good, so I'm surprised that we got as many wins as we did. We should be grateful for that. Everything about our drafting, card selection, just curve prioritization has been underperforming. Quite difficult. Do I simply not have enough brain power to draft in the platinum rank? Perhaps. Maybe so. Maybe so. I should have killed the Rydia and taken 8 that turn, though. That was definitely the look. I don't know if they're paying enough attention, but they can definitely bring this back, so... Yeah, Rydia's making life kind of impossible here. I don't think I have another play besides block, block, take 5, go to 1. I think the turn when I played Final Days, I probably should have played the Rook Turret, but even then it would have been killed by Overkill. GG. We are dead. I really thought we were going to go 0-3 there. So that was surprising. We take it, we takes it, we takes it. Okay. That's it for Final Fantasy.